should be live within a minute. Andrew, are you good?
Sprint cars are back. We are here for the A&B Outdoors Gator Nationals in Season 3 of the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series. I'm Kelan Belsha, joined by my friend Shane DiMantova. And Shane, we have been anticipating this for months. We are ready. The third season's getting underway. It's time.
It's time to get back to some open wheel racing. I know I'm excited, and we got a huge field of drivers here tonight. All of them hungry here to start off the season on a high note and get the win here in night number 1 at Volusia.
39 cars make up the field. We're going to have multiple consolations. This is going to be a long night of racing, but we are so ready for it here on the A&B Outdoors Quicktime YouTube channel as we get ready for qualifying. Glenn Bundren going to send our first driver out, and we are going to be underway from the Volusia Speedway Park. Our first driver out, driving the MFK Speed Lab number 3 machine from Daytona Beach, Florida. It's the Gator J.J. Hill, and wrapping that new Big Unit Designs number 3 machine.
Yeah, courtesy of one of the best here that paints anything on dirt, Andrew May.
Yeah, very nice scheme he's got out here tonight as you see him sliding it deep into turn 1, getting real close to the exit, hitting the wall. Gonna come complete his first lap. Lap number 1 for J.J. Hill, a 13.460, top of the charts. Of course, is the first one out, and he is, knocking off the rust.
The Volusia native is almost out of the park.
Next out, from Greenfield, Indiana, driving a School of Sim Racing, Gray Auto, Personal Evolution Company, Whiskey Oval TV, St. Jude's Children's Hospital, number 06, Ryland Gray Racing. It's the shooting star, Ryland Gray. Ryland Gray in the 06. Lap number 1 for the 06 will be Quicktime at a 13.417. Track a little bit slicked off. Don't expect any track records tonight, especially in the daytime. Ryland Gray completes his second lap faster at a 12.919. Run, as I said, we wouldn't get a track record. There goes Ryland Gray. Top of the charts. Going to try to get cars out here on their white flag here, Glenn, when you get the chance. As next out, from Paul Bolfer Racing, driving the Allentown, Pennsylvania, number 0, Exotic with Tilting Key Competitor, it's Tyler Feel in the 0. Or 00, sorry. 00 in the session. Tyler Feel, P-F-E-I-L. Making his first career start with us. One of the PA Posse drivers with Andrew May. Lap number 1 for Feel, a 12.977, second quick.
Welcome to the series.
Yeah, welcome. These cars go so fast. I'm so used to late models, and now here these guys come. A 12.911, top of the charts for Feel. Quicktime.
Quicktime.
Next out. Driver number 87 machine from Sullivan, Illinois. It's C Money Colin Shane, the Exotic competitor. Shane coming to complete his first time lap here.
Not me.
There he goes, a 13.018 first lap. Second lap for Shane, slower. First lap quicker to 13.018. Third quick for Colin Shane. Next out, driving a number 081 machine from Danville, Pennsylvania. Driving a Bent Parts Sim Team number 081. Exit with only rookie Predator. It's Jimmy Barr. Jimmy Barr in the 081.
Is that another one of the PA Posse guys?
I believe so. Well, they kind of joined in numbers this afternoon in the sign-ups channel, so I assume they're all pretty much related. Lap number 1 for Jimmy Barr, a 13.025, fourth quick. And the second lap time, this time around for Jimmy Barr, making his debut. A lot of qualifiers out here, a lot of new guys. First lap quicker, fourth quick for him. Next out, driving a number 7 machine from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, driving a School of Sim Racing, Garrity Supermarkets, Breaker Brewing Company number 7, Exit only rookie Predator. It's Connor Dudek. Connor Dudek in the 7, 13.236 first lap, fifth quick for Dudek. Trying to run himself a faster lap time here and go to the top of the charts, making his debut tonight. Lap number 2, a 13.222, even with his first lap, as he will remain fifth quick. Next out, driving to Ryan Billy Racing, T46 Graphics, K1 Race Gear, Kevtron Media, Drive for Mental Health, Runaway Chassis, number 1 from Martinsville, Virginia. It's the Mud Digger, Cody Meadows.
Yeah, and I'd like to give a little shout out there to Cody. He messaged me before the race and said his uncle has been battling with COVID, and it's not the best right now, so we obviously wish him the best, and he has our thoughts and prayers, and hopefully everything will come out smooth here soon.
For sure. First lap of 12.980 for the all-times winless leader. Second lap faster and a new track record. Quick time for Cody Meadows. A 12.897 for the Mud Digger. Next out, driving a number 48 machine from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, driving a School of Sim Racing, Tall Tail Racing, and Tall Tail Outdoors. Big Unit Designs number 48. Exo controlling from Predator. It's Christopher Lynn. First lap of 13.106, sixth quick. Trying to start his career in the Quicktime iRacing League off with a bang. Lap number 2 at 13.072, sixth quick. Next out, driving a number 027 from Madera, Pennsylvania, driving a Weekend's Livestock, Sandoz Fruit Market, Drop of Ink Tattoo, Redline Race Designs, iRacing, PA Posse, number 027, Exo controlling rookie Predator. It's David Smeal Jr. Lap number 1, a 13.052, sixth quick for David Smeal.
Smeal looks to improve here.
And he does, up to the 5th position for Smeal with a 13.022. Next out, driving a number 28 machine from Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's number 28, the young gun Colton Coe. Coe in the 28. Saw him a lot in sprint cars last season. So welcome back at 13.034 to start of his qualifying efforts to 7th.
Yeah, Coe looks to improve after a split up between him and OK Speed Labs here, so see what Coe can do this season.
On the independent circuit, a 13 flat will put him 4th quick. Next out, driving a number 24 machine from Coldwater, Michigan. It's the Muck Boots Nolan Cooper, number 24. Trying to set that number 24 quick time. He ended his World Finals off pretty strong in the 24 machine.
There we go. I couldn't find him. Sorry about that.
Go.
There's just so many
12.948. Yeah,
I guess that's
quick.
a good problem to have.
Yeah, awesome. Welcome everybody here tonight. Half of them will go home, which is insane. Lap number 2, first lap faster to 12.948, fourth quick. Next out, driving the Ryland Grays Racing Tutoring number 22. Elite Performance Industries, Krebs Designs, Dirtman Photography, Advanced Roofing Techniques, Tub Quality Threads, and Rocky Coast Race Cars. It's Brandon Stewart. Brandon Stewart in the 22 machine. A 13.024 puts him 8th quick. as Cody Meadows holds the quick time position so far. Lap number 2 for Brandon Stewart, of course getting that advice from teammate Rylan Gray. He'll remain 8th quick. Next out, driving is Sylvania, Ohio, number 17 machine. It's Tyler No. Still looking for that first career win himself. He's fast, we know that, and he was knocking on the door. Picked up a second place finish in the night before the Kings Royal last season. Closest he's come. 13.282, 12th quick for No. Getting down and dirty on the bottom now. Next lap for Tyler No. Second lap, a 13.019, 7th quick for the 17. Next out, driving to 009. From Detroit, Michigan, executive rank competitor, it's Joshua Laus. Lap number 1, a 13.185, 12th quick for Laus in the 009. Second lap time, trying to improve. Sits 12th right now, and he'll get a 13.038, move him up to 11th. Next out, driver to number 49 machine. Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor Alex Miller from Miller Motorsports in Middleburg, Pennsylvania.
I'd like to give a shout out without our flagman tonight, Joseph Costello. He's actually racing real life there in Staten Island, New York. So congrats to Joseph on getting back behind the wheel, but we're definitely missing him here in the booth.
12th quick for Alex Miller first lap. Second lap will not be an improvement. It will remain 12th. Next out, driving the 09 machine, it's Anthony Woodhull and Rylan Gray's racing machine. For Gray Auto, Sean Fraser Designs, Costa's Euros, Trev Trucking, Micro Logging, and JB Motorsports. Talked about Joseph Costello out there, real life. Picked up a 16th place finish out of, I believe, about 30 race cars, so right in the middle. 13.215, 14th for Anthony, which is that's solid for Joe, considering he hasn't been behind the wheel in 2 years. So, good job. Lap number 2 for Woodhull, a 13.065, 12th quick. Next out, the number 76 machine, and Sam Raber.
So you're telling me we don't have Hod in the field tonight?
That's Hod. Sorry, Hod.
Hod.
Crypto car. Very good looking paint scheme.
Yeah.
How about Sheldon Hodenshield showing up? Welcome.
Hod. Oh,
16th quick, his first lap. Yeah. Dug a little too deep.
Yeah, I don't believe this second one will count, but we'll see here.
Yeah, this will not count. We'll go 16th quick for Raber. Next out, driving a number 04 machine. Oh.
Another Cam in the 4 machine. Got Cam McCone in the 4 machine and Cam Martin here in the 04 machine. The Exo Consulting rookie looks to get at it.
Seeing what he can do. Lap number 1, a 13.094, 15th quick for Cam Martin. His dad, I believe, was in the D main of the real Knoxville Nationals this year, so made it pretty far. Awesome for them. 11th quick for Cam Martin. Next out, driving number 18 machine. From Erie, Pennsylvania, driving to 246 for Racing Graphics. K1 Race Gear, Kevtron Media, Drive for Mental Health, Runaway Chassis, number 18. Exo Consulting competitor, it's Linguini, Ryan Billy. Lap number 1 for Billy, a 13.091, 16th quick. Saw him a couple times last season. In Season 2. Now coming back with us tonight. 16th quick is where it'll be for him. We see another driver making his debut out next in the number 13 from Youngco Motorsports in Des Moines, Iowa. It's Showtime, Carter Young, exhibiting your competitor there.
I like that nickname.
Showtime. We got another Showtime in the field a little bit later.
Not as good as the big unit, though.
Yeah, big unit, that's elite. 18th quick for Carter Young. He was the 20th driver to take his lap. Just now getting halfway through qualifying.
Yeah, it seems crazy. Oh, Carter, excuse me, in trouble here.
Next out was supposed to be the 81 machine, but I don't see him in the field. So next out will be the 03 of Brady Neff. Exocultural competitor for MFK Speed Lab in Fairplay, Maryland. It's the 03 of Brady Neff. Seeing what he can do in a sprint car. We know he's proven himself in a late model, but trying to get him on the racetrack. Yell at him, Glenn. There we go. There goes Brady. Here goes Brady Neff, trying to see what he can do in a sprint car. He is a closed fenders guy at heart. He didn't even like racing UMP modifieds in an official race a little bit earlier today. So now in a sprint car, I bet that's just terrible for him. Old Brady Neff in the 03. He's taking it easy. He's just putt-putting it around here. Lap number 1 is 20th quick. Still faster than teammate JJ Hill, so that's something.
Yeah. I mean, that's not that hard, though, to be faster than JJ.
Nah, yeah. you know. So we'll go with 19th quick. Next out, for Ryan Billy Racing in Arcola, Illinois, it's Buckwheat Aaron Trotter in the 46. Trotter trying to run a fast lap time here. Joined his teammate Cody Meadows at the top of the charts. Lap number 1 of 13.038, 13th quick for Aaron Trotter. Now ripping it through 3 and 4 in his second lap time. And will be 13th quick for Aaron Trotter. Another guy making his debut here. Cover number 118 machine from I Want to Go Fast Racing in Wassville, Georgia. Exocultural competitor, it's Connor Barker.
He seems to be putt-putting it, too.
Yeah, this just is warm-up lap.
Oh, okay. Pardon me, then. About to say, slow and steady wins the race, though.
There he goes, 14.016, so 23rd quick for Barker. Gonna be easy with it through 3 and 4 here, and will probably remain 23rd quickest. Yep, that's where he will stay. So next out, driving the number 26 machine from Burbank, New York, and Walter Esports, it's Michael Corbin. Michael Corbin in the 26.
Got some words of wisdom from the Cole Williams. Says these guys need to run the high side, so if you're listening and you haven't gotten out yet, maybe listen to Cole. And we also got word keeling from Cam Martin. That was his brother, not his dad.
Yeah, I saw that in race control. I guess Andrew May told me wrong, because that's what he told me. 18th quick for Michael Corbin. Next down, another guy making his debut tonight, driving number 10 from Thomasville, Pennsylvania. It's the Asian sensation, Jack Young. Jack Young in the 10 machine.
From JDR Esports.
Yes, sir. Lap number 1 of 13.108. 18th quick for Jack Young. Trying to whip it through 3 and 4. Corn Dog Mobile. He's cool, though. He's cool. Lap number 2, a 13.071. 16th quick for the 10 of Jack Young. Next out, driving to number 97 for Part Sim Lab in Wayne, Pennsylvania. Exocultural competitor, it's Ryan Broderick. Broderick in D97. Almost done with qualifying, just a few more cars to go. Cody Meadows sits atop the board. I don't know if anybody's going to touch that lap time. 19th quick for Broderick.
We still haven't seen the big unit yet. Or Cameron Cone.
Or Aiden Kirker.
Yeah.
Brandon Sampson, we know he's a good hot lapper. Sean Leisure. A lot of good guys still to go out. 19th quick for Broderick. And next out, from Phoenix, Arizona, driving CSI Shocks, Engler, Thomas Cassidy Designs, number 96, it's Brandon Sampson. Brandon Sampson in the 96.
We saw him go Quicktime in his debut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Williams Grove last season. The first time we actually did single car qualifying, he was top of the field draw. 22nd quick for Brandon. Was talking to him yesterday. His whole rig was starting to fall apart. Didn't know if he'd race today. Found a leftover USB-C cable, plugged it in, and now he's out here tonight. 2:17 will put him 21st quickest. And here we go. Man of the hour. For our MFK Speed Lab in Bedford, Pennsylvania, it's the big unit, Andrew May, defending champion. Trying to start his season off with a bang. If we go back to last season, it was shaded in controversy. In his debut here at Volusia, made contact with the defending champ, and people thought it was, you know, those rookies messing up. Andrew proved to be probably the best rookie we'll ever see in this series. 22nd quickest his first lap. Maybe it's a bad thing to be a defending champion in the first race of the season. We'll see. 19th quick for Andrew May, going out so late that track just has no speed left in it, unfortunately. Next out for MFK Speed Lab in Asheville, North Carolina, it's the Asheville Attitude Cam McComb. Good looking wrap on that thing.
Yeah, somebody did a great job with that. I don't know who.
Yeah, me neither. Huh.
Maybe it was the guy who just went out before this.
Yeah, possibly. 13.126, rivaling his teammate May, getting real close to him. 20th quick. Right next to him. Those white rims look slick on that thing.
Cam's been looking forward to this all month long.
Yeah. He's been practicing. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. 20th quick for McComb. Next out, driver number 56 machine from La Plata, Maryland, executive competitor. It's Mason Sweet. Mason Sweet in the 56. Supposed to be out next, has not taken a track yet. So, next out, driver number 442 from Cade Nelson Racing in Hermantown, Minnesota. It's the Hermantown Hammer, executive competitor, Cade Nelson. Cade Nelson in the 442. Nelson, another one of those rookies making their debut tonight, and what a start it would be to pick up a win as Cody Meadows sits atop the board, and he's doing what he's famous for, getting out there and being fast in these sprint cars. Of course, a 12-time winner in the sprint car series, top of the charts. The next being Andrew May, then Aiden Kirker and Rylan Gray. Only 8 drivers ever won multiple races in this series in the sprint cars. 26 quickest for Cade Nelson. Next out, driver number 52 for Ryan Billy Racing in Winfield, Missouri. It's Mason Coffey.
Coffey looks to improve here as he currently sets himself 23rd out of 31 drivers in his first lap here with a 13.151. Come around for his second time, and that will be slower at a 13.291 as we'll get set up for our next driver here, the number 56 car, Mason Sweet.
Being Caden Snyder, the next driver out in the 07.
Yeah.
Unless Sweet did go. Sweet was supposed to be earlier, but he has not gone yet.
It's on the grid.
Yeah, Snyder 24th on his first lap. Mason Sweet was doing the dishes, so he's back now though. 13.201 and 24th quick for Caden Snyder. Next out, driver number 20 machine for MFK Speed Lab in Cass City, Michigan is the Iceman, our late model champion, Aiden Forster.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been looking forward to see how that can carry over to the sprint car season because he had some success last season, especially when it came down towards the end of the season. So we'll see what the 20 car can do here, but he's growing out pretty late qualifying.
Yep, and he'll go 31st quick his first lap. Never said that before, my goodness, 31st. That's low. Next out, 18th quick. How about a good lap for him? As next out, the guy who went quick time in the first race last season, Aiden Kirker in the 39 from MFK Speed Lab at Boston, New York.
Yeah, these MFK guys really didn't get too much help in the field draw.
Well, look at Kirker taking the advice of Cole Williams, building up some speed up on the top that first lap. Lap number 1 is, of course, 34th, but Kirker builds up some speed. Maybe he can do something here on that second lap time. I like that chrome blue. That looks really slick. In the matte black contrast, that's beautiful. Great wrap. 13.254, 30th quick for Kirker.
Sorry, I'm kind of dealing with something right now.
Oh, you're good. Next out is Bo Krebs in the 168 from Wairika, California. and Krebs Family Racing. .168 machine. Of course, he found some success in late models, picked up a top 10 in points. 33rd quick, his opening lap, and oh, horrible crash.
Did the J.J. Hill.
Did the J.J. Hill. Next out will be the 56 of Mason Sweet. La Plata, Maryland, his racetrack.
The number 56 Elite Performance Setup Shop machine.
So here goes Sweet. Trying to go quick time here. Laid out Sean Leisure, the last qualifier, should be the last qualifier tonight. Sweet goes 34th. Look at that. My goodness. This is going to be our 37th car to qualify at Sean Leisure. 37th and last this evening. 34th for Sweet. Next out, Sean Leisure in the 67 for Walter Esports in Mansfield, Texas. It's the Rocket, Sean Leisure. Recently celebrated a birthday that was yesterday. Turned a good 17 years old. So happy birthday to Sean Leisure, a former winner in the series. Oh, who's that in our chat? Oh,
oh boy. Yeah,
that's not.
So I said I have to take care of that.
That's only the second time I've seen that. It happened here before.
Oh boy. Anyways,
Sean
back to the racetrack.
30th quick for Leisure, and his second lap time is going to remain 30th. And that will be the end of qualifying. Cody Meadows taking home the Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award, going to advance and head to Heat 1 here. As we get ready, going to give Shane a little bit of time to prepare some things.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And then Glenn will advance the session on my go. And we'll get ready to go racing here in our first heat. Cody Meadows. Give us a minute.
I don't think that's a surprise for too many people.
Yeah.
Meadows back at it here. He's very successful in the late models, but even better in the sprint cars.
Yeah, a winner here. A new track record as well. Won 12 races here in the series. Actually won the Redneck Roundup here at the Volusia Speedway Park last summer. So he knows how to whip a car around here. So his goal, obviously, just like it is every other season, and that's to go out here and win. And see what he can do. Tyler Field making his debut, goes second on the board. Rylan Gray, he won 7 races and 14 starts last season, sitting third on the board. Nolan Cooper in 4th. Colton Coe rounds out the top 5. Colin Shane gets 6th. Tyler Nose 7th. David Smeal Jr. in 8th. Brandon Stewart 9th. And Jimmy Barr rounds out the top 10. Cam Martin in 11th. Joshua Laux in 12th. 13th, Farron Trotter. 14th, Anthony Woodhull. 15th, Alex Miller. 16th, Jack Young. Christopher Lynn next as we get ready for our first heat of the evening. It's USA Roller Coasters Heat 1 in the Gator Nationals. On pole, driving in Ryan Billy Racing, number 1 from Martinsville, Virginia, it's the Mud Digger, Cody Meadows. And to his outside, driving in number 87 for Sullivan, Illinois, it's C-Money Exoconsulting competitor, Colin Shane.
Rolling off here in the 3rd spot, that's the number 04 there, Exo Consulting rookie competitor of Cam Martin, excuse me. And to his outside there, in the number 10 car from Thomasville, Pennsylvania, it's the Asian sensation, Jack Young, the rookie.
In the 5th position, the Asheville Attitude from Asheville, North Carolina, and MFK Speed Lab, it's Cam McComb. Brandon Sampson in the 96 from Phoenix, Arizona, to his outside.
And rounding out your last row here is an MFK Speed Lab final row here as these guys look to charge towards the front. That's on the inside, the number 39 from Boston, New York, the Iceman, or Trailblazer, Aiden Kirker. And to his outside, the number 3 from Daytona Beach, Florida, the Gator. Here in the Gator Nationals, J.J. Hill.
And trying to defend home turf tonight, seeing what he can do. as we're ready to get rolling here in the Gator Nationals. I've been anticipating this for ever since August, ever since the season ended, Shane. Been ready for sprints. They're here, and we're ready to rock. This is going to be some fun. First heat of the evening. Going to have 5 heats. Then we'll have D-main, C-main, B-main. Going to be a long night, but the winner, after the feature, he'll be so happy he finally got it done. So,
That's a pretty proud accomplishment, I'd say, too.
It's going to be on green here on this start. I think the it was the conversation a lot last season about whether the rookies would be able to compete with the veterans, but I think the veterans are just so well proven in this series. I don't know if they'll have anything for these. I don't know if these rookies will have anything for them. I think the experience gets the advantage, as top 3 will make it in out of this heat. We'll definitely see that. That'll be a story that carries on throughout the week here from Volusia, as we got night 1 tonight, night 2 tomorrow night, and then night 3 Thursday night. So here we go. Heat number 1, sponsored by USA Roller Coasters, coming to the green here. Cody Meadows is going to lead them, and we are underway. The sprint cars are back. Meadows going to clear Colin Shane. Shane going to cross him back over to the bottom of the racetrack. Cam Martin holds down 3rd. Jack Young back there in 4th. Cam McCone, J.J. Hill, Aiden Kirker. They all battle it out there. 3 wide back there, as the top positions start to settle themselves out. 3 wide back there, Jack Young, Aiden Kirker, and J.J. Hill. Cameron McComb slides into the 4th position. Cody Meadows leads as they make contact back there. J.J. Hill, is that Kirker?
That's Kirker and Hill. Both of them,
Oh.
but Kirker got the bad end of it. But Brennan Stewart is rounding out the field in 8th spot. He's on pit road. He had some trouble, but so far nobody's able to defend off the Season 1 champ of Cody Meadows. He's jumped out to over a half-second lead over second-place driver of Colin Shane.
Yeah, he's in control, as you see Cam Martin holding down 3rd. Cam McCone, the other Cam, trying to reel him in. If there's a most improved driver award, I think he's going to be the favorite for it. This offseason work, Andrew May talked to me about it. He's really excited to see the development out of this 4 machine all season long, halfway through the first heat. As you see him kind of slide in right next to him, 2 Cams, 2 4s. They battle it out here for the transfer spot. Remember, top 3 make it in, and with such a long consolation night starting in a D main, it's such an advantage to finish well in your heats.
It really is, and I think the guy who hit it off right, and especially with the pill draw and grabbing the pole, Cody Meadows is going to have a smooth sailing, and he's going to stay out of trouble starting on front row, hopefully, for the feature, if he can do well in the fast pass dash and keep it smooth here with 1 lap to go.
That fast pass dash will definitely shake up, because remember, with 5 heats, top 10 will head in there, so it'll be very intriguing to see how that goes down. McCone, a last-ditch effort for that transfer spot, but Cam Martin's going to hang on. Meadows wins the heat. Shane and Martin will head to the feature. Feature. Meadows and Shane to the fast pass dash. So we get ready for our second heat here, sponsored by USA Roller Coasters. On pole, dropping in number 0 for Paul Balfour Racing in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's Tyler Fuel in the 0. Tyler No in the 17 from Sylvania, Ohio, will roll off in 2nd.
Strolling off here in the 3rd spot in the 009 car there. That's EXO Consulting rookie, our competitor Joshua Lokes, and 2 is outside the number 48 from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. That's EXO Consulting rookie, our competitor Christopher Lynn.
The number 97 of Ryan Broderick from Part Sim Lab in Wayne, Pennsylvania, making his debut in 5th. In the 6th position, Cade Nelson in Cade Nelson Racing in Hermantown, Minnesota. It's the Hermantown Hammer. He rolls off in 6th, but he will be serving an EOL penalty for running 3 laps in qualifying.
Starting in the 7th spot, MFK Speed Lab Zone from Fairplay, Maryland, Brady Neff as the sensational late model driver looks to get it here going in the sprint car, and 2 is outside here in the 118 car. That is EXO Consulting rookie or competitor of, pardon about that, Connor Barker.
And we'll see how this all shakes out in our second heat. The 2 Tylers lead us to the green. Remember, top 3 make it into the feature race. Top 2 make it into the dash, and that dash so vital to determine your starting position in tonight's feature action. So we'll see how this all shakes out. Tyler Field, the PA Posse driver, trying to hold down his turf in his debut here in the Quicktime iRacing League. Tyler knows his outside, green flag in the air. No, trying to stick it to the outside. He got a good start. Field going to try to clear him, but No gets a great run off the top of the racetrack. Tyler No to the race lead as Joshua Laux and Christopher Lynn battle there for the third position. Field slides into the second spot easy. Laux takes over third. Christopher Lynn, Ryan Broderick, Cade Nelson, Connor Barker, Brady Neff, they all battle back there as, contact. Broderick hits Lynn, and they are all wrecking here back here. That will slide Laux into the third position easy as Tyler squares 1-2.
Like you said, Tyler's battling out for the race lead here as there's a little bit of gap between them and Joshua Laux, who currently holds down the transfer spot. Is Connor Barker there with a pretty sensational gap. Looks to make up that time, kind of preying on a mistake for the 009.
The 00 though up front trying to reel in Tyler No halfway home in this heat this time around. Trying to keep their cars in position. Remember, this spot right here determines whether you start second or seventh in the dash, and that could really shake up your whole race. So it's crazy how much these one positions matter. As you see, No, he actually hopped the cushion a little bit, and they're going to be even down here in the 1. Slide job for Field in the 0. Going to slide up. No crosses him back over. No, going to take a shot down here in the 3. Make the pass. Field going to make another crossover. 2 to go in this heat.
Sensational battle for the race lead here as the Tylers go at it. Maybe we'll see this go on in the feature event here as wheel to wheel they go here on the backstretch for the second to last time here in heat number 2. White flag in the air.
1 to go in this heat. Field got a little bit more of a gap going into that corner there. No, not quite going to stick with him, but it's not going to stop him from trying here in 3. Trying to throw another one, but he backs out of it wisely. Field wins the heat. Tyler No second, and Joshua Laux in third.
Got top 16 drivers making it tonight, if I'm not mistaken, right, Kelan?
It's 20 total, 3 from each heat, and then we'll take 4 out of the B-mate.
Copy that.
Or 5 from B-mate.
And we'll get set up for our third heat here, presented by USA Roller Coasters on Instagram.
On pole, driver to number 06, Rylander Racing in Greenfield, Indiana, is the shooting star, Rylan Gray, and to his outside, driver to number 027 machine from Madeira, Pennsylvania, is the Madeira Madman, David Smeal Jr.
Aaron Trotter there in the number 46, from Arcola, Illinois, Buckwheat, rolling off there third, and to his outside, from MFK Speed Labs in Cass City, Michigan, it's the Iceman, Aiden Forster.
Rolling off in the 5th position in the number 26 from Burbank, New York, and Walter Esports is 26 from Michael Corbin. Connor Dudek in the 7, executive competitor from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania in 6th.
The number 76 there from Winesburg, Ohio, Samuel Raver will round out your field here. Connor Trafari was scheduled to make it, but did not grid. So we'll miss the Ferrari here tonight.
My bad in the YouTube chat. I thought they were asking how many made it out of each heat because they asked it right when the heat started. So my fault. I didn't know you meant the whole thing. So 20 make it in the whole thing. Third heat going on here. Thank you everybody at home for tuning in. We have had, let me look here real quick, Shane, 4 down to 98. That's about, we've had about 90 to 95 drivers register to race with us over this off season who have come back to race, and you see 39 of them here tonight. So big shout out to all of them for making this possible and making it all worth it. This is awesome.
Rylan Gray will lead him to the green flag here momentarily. Like we've been saying, top 3 will lock themselves automatically into the feature event here.
We'll see what they can do here. Gray and Smeal lead us to the green. Gray going to get a nice jump, lay back a little bit, and jump in front of Smeal. You see Forster working on the back bumper of Smeal. Smeal got sideways. Aaron Trotter working the bottom. Forster powering off the top with him there. Connor Dudek in the 7, trying to make a run for that 4th position as the battle for 3rd continues. Trotter going to slide up in front of Dudek. Dudek backs out. Trotter takes 4th, almost caused a chain reaction. Forster slides into the 3rd position as now David Smeal Jr. working on the iRacing Pro in Rylan Gray.
And working on David Smeal Jr. is Aiden Forster, I guess the Quicktime late model Pro here, as Forster looks to get around him. The Pro, like you said, Rylan Gray looks to continue building up his gap here from the 2nd place driver.
We're giving him good practice because you know what tomorrow is, Shane. It's a season opener in his iRacing Pro Series that he qualified for. See Forster take the second position away with style right there. Gray leaping out to a 0.5 of a second lead. This time at the line, it'll be a little bit more extended. That time at the line, he gapped to 0.8 of a second. Gray is absolutely moving as there's three wide almost back there and wrecking.
Yeah, I got some drivers in trouble there. David Smeal Jr., Samuel Rayburn, Aaron Schroeder, all of those drivers in trouble. As that'll move Connor Dudek there in the 7 car into the transfer spot.
7 of Dudek trying to make it into the feature. Michael Corbin trying to stick with him though. 2 to go here. Rylan Gray putting together some great qualifying type labs. That guy, he's pretty fast no matter what you put him in. I mean, you look in the sprint cars, he's won 3 of our last 4 races going back to last July and August. He swept the World Finals and trying to keep the momentum going and win his 8th race in the Quicktime iRacing League. So he's going to come take this heat win. Aiden Forster will qualify for the dash and will start in 8th as Rylan Gray wins the heat. Connor Dudek transfers in. Corbin, Smeal, Rayburn, Schroeder will all have to work their way in through the consolation races. As we take a look at your starting grid here in heat number 4. On pole, driver number 24 from Coldwater, Michigan, it's Monk Boots and Nolan Cooper. And to his outside, driver number 22 for Rylan Gray Racing's tutoring, it's Middletown, New York's Brandon Stewart.
Another one of the Rylan Gray tutoring drivers will start there in the 3rd position, as that's the 09 of Anthony Woodhull, Superior, Wisconsin zone. Get him started there in the 3rd spot, and to his outside, the number 18 there from Ryan Billy Racing in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's Languini, Ryan Billy.
In the next position, Ryan Billy Racing teammate from Winfield, Missouri. It's the 52 of Mason Coffey, and to his outside driver to number 13 for Young Co Motorsports in Des Moines, Iowa. It's showtime. Exhibitively competitor Carter Young.
And rounding out your field here in the 7th spot, starting shotgun. That's the number 168 car of Big Bad Bo Krebs.
Seeing what Krebs can do back there from the tail end of the field. Got a lot of Krebs fans going on in here. Not Krebs fans, but friends. This is a big friend group they got going on here with Cooper, Stewart, Woodhull, and Krebs. Turf Zach would have also been in this heat if he was there, but they're all in good friends together. They play Rust a lot. So,
I did not
you know what Rust is, Shane?
Yeah, it's a video game.
Well,
I think it's with guns and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. They can probably explain it better than me, but they're pretty good at it. Trying to make their way into the Quicktime iRacing League. Gator Nationals Night 1 feature here. Nolan Cooper going to lead us to the green. Brandon Stewart is outside. Woodhull, Billy, Coffey, Young, and Krebs round out the field. Green flag in the air for the 4th heat. Cooper going to slide out in front of him as Woodhull and Stewart battle for the 2nd position. Cooper takes the spot away as Billy, Coffey, and Woodhull battle for the 3rd spot. Woodhull getting a nice run off the top of Billy, and he will take that 3rd spot away at the line. Billy trying to work the bottom. He got caught up in the slick, and Woodhull will hold that spot down. Oh. It's Cooper, Stewart, Woodhull. His teammates got together right there, and that cost Mason Coffey this race.
Yeah, and it really did big time, and same with Carter Young, who just kind of got caught up in it there. As that'll move those drivers all shuffled around Bo Krebs there to the 5th spot. So he now battles with Ryan Billy, but these two got to move on forward to that 3rd spot if they want to make it into the feature event, at least here in this heat.
Yeah, 3 buddies up there, Cooper, Stewart, and Woodhull. Woodhull, teammates with Brandon Stewart, did reel him in and try to make a move for it, but couldn't take that spot away. I wouldn't be surprised to see them improve a lot throughout this season because of Rylan Gray's mentoring. One of the better drivers I've ever seen on dirt, probably the best in personal experience.
That's why he's a pro.
That's why he's a pro. It's straightforward. And getting these two getting some experience from him, it's his boys. Got to be pretty beneficial.
It really is. And
2 to go.
You can see it's paying off so far, and you really never know what can happen. These guys have been a part of the league for a really long time and been so much close in so many races.
Trying to finally break through, but one guy who is breaking through in this heat is Nolan Cooper in the 24, making his mark. Absolutely dominant in this heat, 0.9 of a second out in front of Nolan Cooper. trying to hang on, and Cooper, sorry, in front of Brandon Stewart. Cooper will take the heat win here. Brandon Stewart finishes in the 2nd position.
Ryan Billy just edged out Bo Krebs for that 4th spot there. So we'll get set for 5th heat.
That might be all it takes. That little spot there might get him out of the D main and put him in the C main already. So those little victories are really beneficial as we get ready for
I didn't make a
our 5th heat.
graphic. I'm not used to having 5 heats here and only made 4 because that's what we usually have. So
long night, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Is rolling off in the top position, driver number 28 from Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's the young gun Colton Coe. And to his outside, driver number 081 machine from Bent Parts Sim Teen in Danville, Pennsylvania. Exo Consulting Rookie Competitor. It's Jimmy Barr.
From Miller Motorsports, the Exo Consulting Rookie Competitor from Middleburg, Pennsylvania, Alex Miller will start in the 3rd spot, right next to his Pennsylvania native there in the number 31 from Bedford, Pennsylvania. It's the big unit, Andrew May,
the defending champion. Next out in the number 07, Caden Snyder from Newville, Pennsylvania, rolls off in the 5th position, and Sean Leisure from Walter Esports is in 6th as Mason Sweet rounds it out back there.
Got the great battle here, hopefully underway soon for 5th heat ever. First time in Quicktime history, so if you're watching here, you're watching Quicktime.
You've seen history.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've always been... What? Sean
What just
Leisure.
happened there?
Oh.
Oh, boy. You really just watched some history. Okay, let's get this heat started.
That's not supposed to happen. Oh, green flag in the air. Colton Coe shooting out in front of Jimmy Barr. Andrew May, the big unit, slides into the 3rd spot. You see Alex Miller and Mason Sweet battle for that position. 3 wide as Snyder going to clear Alex Miller and pays the price for it. They make contact.
Side by side as Andrew May is going to move to the bottom here and look to get around Jimmy Barr for that 2nd spot and set sights on Colton Coe, but he can't do so far as May currently in the transfer spot. I don't know if he's being aggressive right now, but he's got Mason Sweet coming behind him and he's in that transfer spot, so
he wants to be in that dash.
Yeah.
I guarantee that, as he's trying to take that position away, and he knows the speed in that number 31, and I saw it in hot laps throughout the 30-minute hot lap session we had earlier. When the top slicked off, that bottom came in, so maybe May trying to... Coe is in the fence, and now this is going to make this a battle for the heat win. Andrew May takes the lead away. Incredible.
And we've heard that a couple times on this Quicktime Racing Network for sure. Andrew May, your race leader here, as Colton Coe's in trouble. He just dropped back to the 4th spot as Mason Sweet got around him. He's currently out of the feature right now after starting on pole as contact behind him.
And that's Caden Snyder up and over. His night, or his heat, that is, will come to an end as Andrew May from 4th to 1st. That 31 machine is hauling, and he's trying to finish this off, start 5th in the dash, which would be a solidified top 10 starting position. So good start for May in this season, trying to win back-to-back Gator Nationals as he took the win last year, and a win tonight would really start that off strong. Jimmy Barr continuing to work the top behind him. Another posse member with him. Andrew May wins the heat. Jimmy Barr will take 2nd, and our fast pass dash order is solidified. That will go after all our consolation races. If Glenn Bundren would check his PM, I sent him the
Listen up, Glenn.
fast pass dash lineup. As we get ready for our D main, 10 drivers make the field. Top 4 advance to the C main. So we'll see what goes on here. On pole to number 07 from Newville, Pennsylvania, it's Caden Snyder. And to his outside driver to number 3, it's the Gator from Daytona Beach, Florida, J.J. Hill.
Caden Nelson there in the 442 from Caden Nelson Racing and the Hammertown Hammer. Caden Nelson there in the 3rd spot as Aaron Trotter, number 46 there from Ryan Billy Racing, starts in 4th.
Mason Coffey from Ryan Billy Racing starts in 5th, and Sean Leisure in number 67 from Mansfield, Texas, in 6th.
Looks to change around his luck here. Didn't even start his heat after a
Yeah.
little calamity.
Uh-huh.
As we'll set our sights here on your last row. It's number 96 there, From Phoenix, Arizona, of Brandon Sampson, and to his outside, the number 48 EXO Consulting Worker competitor from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Christopher Lynn.
First ever D-main in Quicktime iRacing League history as well, as it'll be 10 drivers making up the field. Top 4 advance to the C-main. Then we will have, let's see, we have another 7 waiting on us in the C-main. We'll have an 11-car C-main, where the top 4 of the C-main will advance to the B-main, and then we'll have an 11-car B-main, where we'll take the top 5 and put them in the feature. That'll be followed by our Fast Pass Dash, so we're barely reaching halfway on this long night.
Yeah, like you said at the start of the night, we got an action-packed night full of racing, and we really do.
It's going to be fun. Top 4 trying to make it in from this D-main. A lot of good race car drivers in here back from unfortunate heat luck or something along those lines. The only former Quicktime winner in this field is Sean Leisure, a late model winner. So all these guys looking for their first sprint car win in the Quicktime iRacing League. Coming to the green here, Caden Snyder leads them. JJ Hill in second as the lights are turned off at Volusia. Green flag waves here in our D-main. Caden Snyder takes the lead away. Cade Nelson working to the inside of JJ Hill. Here comes Aaron Trotter to the outside of Cade Nelson trying to battle there. See Sean Leisure, Mason Coffey working the bottom of the racetrack. JJ crosses down to the inside of Caden Nelson as Nelson
JJ's
blinks
in
out.
trouble.
Yeah, and there he is as Hill and Christopher Lynn make contact back there.
Hill and Lynn in trouble, as that'll solidify a 6-car pack here as Cade Nelson, takes the race lead, but here comes Caden Snyder with the slider to take over the race lead.
And there goes Snyder to the race lead. Nelson trying to cross him back over. Trotter and Leisure hold down the transfer spots right now. Mason Coffey sits in 5th. He's having a battle with Brandon Sampson for that 5th position, as you see Sean Leisure and Aaron Trotter hold down 3rd and 4th right in front of him.
They got the lap car here of Christopher Lynn coming up, so we'll see what Snyder does here and how Nelson will react to that here in our D-main.
As they continue to battle it out here, Caden Snyder sits in the 1st position. Aaron Trotter back there in 3rd as Caden Nelson having internet issues in the 2nd position. Brandon Sampson.
Lynn will move to the bottom, allowing our race leader, Caden Snyder, the 07 to pass him on the high side as Cade Nelson, like we mentioned with that internet issues, appeared to be on that bottom side, and pulled the slider.
Yeah, he just got the internet issues got the best of him, as you see Lynn flipping back there. Staying out of people's way, though.
Yeah, I know the drivers here in this main pack will definitely appreciate that. Is Caden Snyder race leader, Aaron Trotter 2nd, Brandon Sampson looks to get around him in 3rd. Oh boy.
Leisure and Coffey, they just made contact for the transfer spot back there, and there you see Sampson getting sent to the bottom of the racetrack. They're battling here, and oh my gosh!
3 wide. Wow.
Trotter out of it now, as there you see Trotter and Coffey, teammates, now battle for the D-man transfer position into the C-main here.
Little bit of alphabet soup here as Caden Snyder looks to do that, as Leisure is in trouble.
And there goes Leisure. A bad end to his night. Started off bad, and it's going to end bad, as this will put the Ryan Billy Racing teammates into the C-main, as Snyder, Sampson, Coffey, and Trotter hold down the top 4 positions. Leisure, Nelson, Lynn, and Hill will all head home after this one. Caden Snyder, off of turn 4, going to win the D-main. Sampson, Coffey, and Trotter all make it into the C-main.
I'd love to see if Caden Snyder can do something, at least make it to the feature event. I want to shout him out for that alphabet soup.
Yep.
Love me some soup. Good
Love
soup.
alphabet soup. Yep.
Good soup.
So that'll put Snyder, Sampson, Coffey, and Trotter into the C-main in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th starting position, as we go ahead and highlight your top 7. On the pole, driving the 027 machine from Madeira, Pennsylvania, it's the Madeira Madman, David Smeal Jr.
To his outside, the 168 of Bo Krebs, Colton Coe, the number 28 there. The young gun starts in 3rd as he's got the Iceman of Aiden Kirk, and number 39 to his outside.
in the number 97 machinist for Ryan Broderick in the 5th position, and the 76 of Raber in the 6th.
Hod. Or Daniel Hodenshield. As starting in the 7th spot, number 13 car, Exo Consulting Rookie competitor Carter Young and Caden Snyder. She saw our D-main winner starts in 8th as he looks to pick up one more spot and lock himself into the feature event.
We'll see what they can do. As I see, a little Joseph Costello has joined our chat, so welcome back. He's
Hello, Flagman here.
He's back. He's not gonna flag because he's hasn't quite. I don't think he's made it all the way back, but he is. He's here, ready to watch this race go down.
I am not home. I am in New Jersey.
Oh, well, that's not your flagging position.
Yeah,
well,
we see his replacement up there, Barney.
Yeah.
For
Hey, it's Barney.
Barney.
Yeah.
Barney.
Hi, Barney. Hey, Barney, you're out of a job next week.
Uh-oh. For the McDonald's Peach State Showdown next week, he's gonna have to watch out.
Oh well, you're have fun on the couch. Okay, good luck to these guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Gets set up for our C main here. David Smale Jr. looks to get him started here in his first ever A&B Outdoors Quicktime race, and looks to lock in that 027 car.
Flagman race tonight, by the way.
What?
Okay.
Alright. Well, David Smeel and Bo Krebs gonna lead us to the green here in the C main. Top 4 make it into the B main, and that'll be the last conti we have tonight. Krebs getting a nice jump on the outside to the outside of David Smeel Jr. He'll take that position away. Colton Coe and Aiden Kirker battle out back there. Smeel gets into Kirker, and Kirker is up and over, and not the way he wanted to start his season off. Coffee also wrecked. A lot of good drivers just wrecked right there, as it's Krebs, Coe, Raber, and Broderick leading.
That totally shuffled up the whole entire field here. Bo Krebs leader, Colton Coe second, as he looks to have that number 76 of Samuel Raber shoot to his outside. Raber had the run, but nowhere to go to get around that number 168 or 28 car here as he tries once again.
Colton Coe taking a race lead away as Bo Krebs sits back there in second. Sam Raber, the Hod machine, peeking to the inside of Krebs. He'll take that spot away. Ryan Broderick sits back there in fourth, battling with Caden Snyder and Brandon Sampson. Colton Coe continuing to lead.
This is a good race.
Colton Coe, your race leader.
Sam Raber sits back there in second. Bo Krebs in the third position. Ryan Broderick in fourth.
Top 7 currently making it in. It's David Smeel Jr., your pole sitter, currently holds on to it.
Ryan Broderick just got hit big time by Snyder, and that'll knock him out of this race. Snyder gave him a big slide job.
Back up front, Colton Coe still has Samuel Raber pouncing from behind as these two drivers are in trouble. Cole got sideways and caught the 76 car's Samuel Raber as he looks to get it refired here and going. Coe somehow holds on to that race lead after calamity there.
Coe leading. Krebs sits back there. Was in second with 3 to go here. He looks like he's holding down second. Caden Snyder in third. Brandon Sampson sits back there in fourth. As there you see somebody up and over.
Ryan Broderick.
Yeah.
Man, this is crazy. C main here is all out brawl out there on the racetrack.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy what these guys have been doing to each other so far, as Snyder and Sampson starting the D main to A main story, as Snyder actually just got the DQ for wrecking Broderick earlier. Coe, Krebs, Sampson, and Smeel will make it into the D main. Sampson, the only one from the D main to transfer into the B.
Alphabet soup.
Alphabet soup, as now we go to B and then A, and we're gonna We're going to keep counting down until we get to the all-elusive feature. Guys trying to win as we go to the B main. Top 5 make it into the feature, and a couple good drivers here in this race. On the top position, driving the MFK Speed Lab number 4 for the Asheville Attitude from Asheville, North Carolina. It's Cam McCone, and to his outside driver, the number 118 machine, it's Connor Barker.
Burbank, New York's own Michael Corbin will start in the 3rd spot, and to his outside from Ryan Billy Racing, it's the owner himself, Ryan Billy.
Rolling off in the 5th position, driving the number 49 machine, it's Alex Miller in Miller Motorsports, and to his outside, driving the number 10 machine, Exotic Competitor from Thomasville, Pennsylvania, it's Jack Young.
The MFK Speed Lab driver Brady Neff will start on the inside, and to his outside, number 28 driver Colton Coe. Will he receive the end-of-the-line penalty here? How is that going to work?
He's not getting anything. I don't think so. But he will roll off in 8th. Bo Krebs in 9th. Brandon Sampson 10th. And David Smeal Jr. rounds out the field.
As we'll sort things out here. Like Kelan said, top 5 drivers will make it in here. It's the guy we've been talking about all night long. Cameron Coney's put tons of practice in all night. Or all... I can't speak.
Season.
Yeah, I was about to say the whole off season. Looks to get it started and lock himself into the feature event. We want to keep our eyes on Brandon Sampson, like Kelan mentioned, the only guy currently still left from the D main.
Yeah, a lot of good.
Go ahead.
A lot of good drivers are locked into the features. That's good, but we do have a lot of good drivers here in the B main, so. A lot of guys trying to punch their ticket into the A main and start their season off strong here from Volusia. On green here is when they start. Track is slicking up and it's getting pretty treacherous out there. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys do. As McCone and Barker are going to lead us to the green. Corbin, Billy, Miller ran at the top 5. McCone going to come to the green. Slick new wrap made by Big Unit Designs. As the green flag is in the air from the B main. Top 5 advance to the feature as Michael Corbin 3 wide for the race lead as McCone got real sideways off the jump as Michael Corbin absolutely is dead.
That's one way to put it is look at all this madness.
Look at this.
3 by 3. They were there for a second. Is going for the race lead. Brandon Sampson, Brady Neff involved. Oh my goodness.
It's incredible what these guys are doing, as it all started with McCone getting sideways as they took the green flag. He got really sideways and it cost the 4 machine as Alex Miller from 5th to 1st, battling with Ryan Billy who went from 4th to 2nd. Bo Krebs and Brandon Sampson are 2 guys trying to make it out of the C main and to the A main. As Krebs gets to the top position, Billy in 2nd, Colton Coe in 3rd, Alex Miller and Brandon Sampson rounds out the top 5. There's so much going on right now, it's hard to keep track of.
It really is, as we'll run through our field here quickly. Bo Krebs, your race leader. Colton Coe battles with Ryan Billy for that 2nd spot. Brandon Sampson in the 4th spot. David Smeal Jr. there in the 027 for a race, or is in the 5th spot is Cameron McCone. Made contact there with Alex Miller for the 6th spot. Miller looks to run down Smeal Jr. here for the transfer spot into the feature event.
They continue to battle it out here. Bo Krebs in the lead. You see Coe and Billy battle for second here, halfway home in this B main.
Halfway home is most of these drivers resorting right up against that inside wall, find some grip and maybe a little bit of dampness as Ryan Billy's still working that high side right up against the cushion.
Yeah, Krebs continuing to lead though, and how about Brandon Sampson? If he can hang on, he's going from D main to A main.
Alphabet soup.
That's what everybody dreams of, and Sampson could be living it here. 4 to go, trying to work to the outside of Colton Coe for the 3rd spot.
Bo Krebs still leading. Go ahead, Kelan. Sorry about that.
3 to go this time. That's all I was going to say is Billy to the outside of Bo Krebs. These guys battling out here. Another side-by-side battle for 3rd. Brandon Sampson to the outside of the 28 of Colton Coe. They battle it out here. Transfer spots all on the line. David Smeal Jr. sits back there in the 5th position as they battle hard. Sampson trying not to choke that position away as Smeal peeks his inside, and Alex Miller in the 49 also there. Sampson clearing Smeal, holding that spot down. 1 to go here. Battles off of those top 4 transfer spots. As there you see, Co allows Smeal to the outside.
Yeah, we got a battle for the race lead and back here for the transfer.
Yeah, and there you see Smeal take the transfer spot away as Krebs, what a slider by Alex Miller. Those top 4 make it back. D-main to A-main for Brandon Sampson. Bo Krebs from C-main to A-main as Billy also makes it in. David Smeal Jr. also from C-main to A-main. So, alphabet soup run. How about that for those guys?
I said I wanted to see it, and there it was.
We saw it with a couple guys there as we get ready for our Fast Pass Dash. As the top 10 will get up there. Glenn Bundren gonna get them up in order once he gets on the race control channel. And here we go. I'll get your starting lineup for you here, Shane. On pole, it's going to be Cody Meadows in the 1 machine. To his outside, it'll be Tyler Field in the 0. Rylan Gray in 3rd. Nolan Cooper in 4th. Andrew May 5th. Colin Shane, Tyler No, Aiden Forster, Brandon Stewart, and Jimmy Barr.
Ten driver field here for Fast Pass Dash as these guys look to decide where they're going to start for the feature event, and we'll head to the main event, what everybody's looking forward to all night long.
Do 1 more pace lap here, and then they'll get going for 6 laps. See where they start. Brandon Stewart was supposed to be out here, but he fell through the session, so he's connecting right now. Going to be 2 to green here. Fast Pass Dash. This determines where you start in your feature race. It's going to be pretty intense. So it's going to come down to these guys, see what they can do.
Cody Meadows looks to continue his magnificent night so far and get his season starting in the right direction after trouble with the Season 2 champion, that ended up being the Season 2 champion of Andrew May last year at Volusia in the opening night.
Two to green here. This is what it's going to be. Brandon Stewart now out there.
There he is.
There he is.
Here we go.
Well, 2 to green. We'll go 1 to green next time.
Not quite
I
yet.
don't.
It's
Yeah.
alright, I was
That's okay.
anticipating it.
Me too, but Glenn wanted him to make another pace lap. So 1 to green at the stripe here. It really is intense. These Fast Pass Dashes, we saw it in the late models. It can make or break your night, and it's gonna be crazy, especially with 10 guys. This is the biggest dash we've ever had. The biggest we had was 8 with 4 guys from each heat. But we're gonna line it up here. And it has been established that if somebody jumps, we'll do it over again. So Barney doesn't quite give him the green flag, but we are underway here in the Fast Pass Dash. You see Cody Meadows take the spot away from Tyler Field for the first position. They stack up back there a little bit, as there you see them battle out for the lead. Rylan Gray sits back there in 3rd to the inside of Tyler Field. They battle it out. Everybody so far keeping their car clean.
Cody Meadows still holds it up front with our race lead as Rylan Gray looks to get around Tyler Field. Working that inside of the track has been used up pretty well so far, so let's see what these guys will resort to. As Andrew May now in the 4th spot, looks to charge toward the front.
He is charging toward the front. He would be starting 5th originally, trying to get up there a little bit higher, seeing what he can do. Here they come, 4 out of 6 at the line here, halfway home through the dash as Meadows trying to hold off Field, but Field trying to take the top spot away.
Field looking to get around the Season 1 champion, the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series, as Meadow now resort to a little bit of a slider line here, and it works for him, blocking Field on that entry.
Here you see Field continuing to try to work with them as they take the white flag here in the Fast Pass Dash. You see them battle it out here.
Oh,
Cody Meadows.
trouble behind him.
And they're wrecking. No is up and over, not the way he wanted his dash to go. as it'll be Meadows looking like he'll take home the win, and he will.
Trouble
Feel
even more.
in second.
Absolute madness out there as we see Nolan Cooper cross the line there. There's one driver still trying to get around. Not
It'll
quite
be
sure.
May.
I think it might be Colin
May.
Shane.
Yeah, May took home 4th. Forster 5th. Sixth is the 87. Brandon Stewart in 7th. And in the 1756, sorry, not 56, 1720, not 20. Who all wrecked Glenn? I got everybody but 8th and 9th. So
It was chaotic the last lap.
okay, well I just PM'd you what I have. 8, 9 is blank. So there you go. Well, and that's how that will line up as we get ready for the dash and the feature getting ready to get lined up. Cody Meadows will retain his starting position.
We will get you guys all set up here momentarily.
Gonna advance the session here soon. It'll be Cody Meadows, Tyler Field, Rylan Gray, Andrew May, Aiden Forster, Colin Shane, Brandon Stewart. 8th and 9th are undecided. Well, I guess Jimmy Barr 8th. No. Nolan Cooper 8th. And Jimmy Barr will be 9th. And then Tyler No will round out the field. So here, Shane. Oh, sorry. There you go, Glenn. Line them up like that and advance the session, and we'll get ready for the feature. And that's how this will line up. Feature action. Feature action from.
I took
Volusia
matters into
Speedway
my own
Park.
hands.
Yeah, he was ready. He's ready. He's ready to go racing. And Glenn's gonna line them up in that order I sent him, and that's how we will get going here. Don't remember. You idiot, that's 1. 1, not 11.
One car, Cody Meadows will start off on pole. Looks to continue his magnificent night there, the number 1 car.
Tyler Field in 2nd. Trying to start his career off strong. Rylan Gray will start in 3rd. Andrew May in 4th. 5th will be Aiden Forster. Colin Shane in 6th. Brandon Stewart in 7th, Nolan Cooper 8th, Jimmy Barr in 9th, and Tyler No rounds out the field. And back there from 11th on back, that's all in the right order.
You'll see it slide across the top of your screen here momentarily. Find your favorite driver, shout them out in the YouTube chat here. We want to see who your guys' picks are here for tonight.
And we get ready to go racing here from Volusia. It's been a long time coming to get these sprint cars up and going. Shane, last race came in August, and now they're ready to get rolling here. Gonna have some fun. Dash drivers gonna go ahead, get in their spot, and they're gonna line up 4 wide for all of you guys as they get ready to stack it up here. Split at 11th and 12th. And a 4 wide salute sponsored by Dirt Track USA is ready to go. Here they go. Cam Martin's going to split at the bottom. Joshua Lauk's going to split at the top. And the greatest sight in the AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series, the 4 wide salute. Here we go. What a sight, Shane. We're ready. Sprint cars, they're coming. We ran late models, they were fun, but we missed the speed of these sprint cars. Now they're about to turn 30 laps.
4x4x4, you could just go on and on. 20 drivers here, all hungry for the win here in opening night, the AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series.
Season 3. I really don't know who to go with. I mean, I think all these top 4 drivers in the 1000631. I think the winner's going to come out of that little group there, but I can't single one out. I think they're all pretty fast. I really think Tyler Field, once we see more out of him, he may be the favorite. I mean, that's a debut for him that he's ready for. He wants to win, and that may be the goal for him. Obviously, it's the goal for everybody, and they're going to try to win this thing, get it settled here at Volusia Speedway Park, as it's going to be 1 to green when they take the stripe next time, and then we're going to let you hear the roar of these high horsepower engines.
Eyes of Cody Meadows will be leading them to the green flag here momentarily. Just see all those drivers lined up behind them. 19 drivers will have to follow the 1 car here at the drop of the green flag and react from there on.
We got a blimp cam. I want to see all these beautiful sprint cars. Let's see here. Look at that. Beautiful sprint cars. Getting ready to roll. We need to set up a drone cam, Shane.
Yeah, we had that one night.
Yeah, I miss it.
I think it was at Eldora. We had it set up, and it's pretty cool.
Well, here they go. Pick your driver and hope they win. The green flag's in the air. Let's let these sprint cars roar. We're underway in Volusia. Already contact into 1. Powering off of 4 for the first time, it's Cody Meadows in the race lead. Tyler Field sits in second. Rylan Gray in third as the caution's already out for the first time here on lap number 2. Brandon Stewart involved as it started to stack up. Colton Coe, you see him back there. David Smeal Jr. involved.
Jimmy Barr, big stack up. I believe Anthony.
Enters.
No, excuse me, Anthony.
Brandon Stewart. Stewart's involved. This guy's still flipped back there. Rylan Gray takes over the second position from Tyler Fields. We'll get a Dirt Track USA replay to see what happens here. As word from Tower says, it looks like Stewart and No met in the middle. This real slick racetrack. It's going to be intriguing to see how these guys manage. It'll be 30 laps around here. You see 3 wide there. I don't think Stewart knew they were 3 and came up into no. Big stack up.
That's like plate racing, NASCAR style right there.
Yeah. That's a pretty big stack up. Gonna be a single file restart here this next time around. Cody Meadows leads. It'll be Rylan Gray in second. Brandon Stewart will receive the EOL.
You believe, yeah, he's on pit road right now, so
remember that the new rule book states that a 1 out of 3, that's a point dock and a probation for the next race. So really gonna have to be on their A game.
Look alive.
Cody Meadows is going to lead us to the green here. Rylan Gray in second. Tyler Field in third. Andrew May, last year's champion, sits in fourth. Aiden Forster in fifth. Colin Shane sixth. Nolan Cooper in seventh. Tyler No. And Brandon Stewart. We're back there. I don't know who's there now. So here we go. It'll be Cody Meadows taking a green flag back underway here at Volusia. Rylan Gray sits back there in second, trying to reel him in as Tyler Field in third. Andrew May sits back there in fourth. MFK Speed Lab teammate Aiden Forster ripping the bottom of the racetrack. He's the first guy down there.
All 4 of these drivers ripping the high side as break up there starts in the fifth spot, like you mentioned. Forster right behind his teammate as Colin Shane looks to get around him, possibly on the outside. As Cody Meadows steps out to a half a second lead, but here comes the charging Rylan Gray.
Remember what happened last time these two were battling for a win? We had a great race at Knoxville in the Jason Johnson Memorial last season as the caution's back out.
Mason Sweet, 56 car, looks to flip it over. Almost had it. Don't believe he will get it though.
Nope.
We'll head to replay.
Sponsored by Dirt Track USA.
Check out what just happened. The driver of the 56 machine. See Ryan Billy above him, and not sure if there was contact between him and Billy or what. Try to find a different angle for you guys at home.
Gonna see what happened here. Nice and sweet, going to get the 1 out of 3.
Yeah, just lost it on his own, and that car goes around.
Unfortunate, as Rylan Gray did reel in Cody Meadows. And remember what we said last time these two battled it out for a race win in the Jason Johnson Memorial? They put on a heck of a show. These guys traded sliders race after battle, lap after lap. Gray ended up getting the better of Meadows that night. But it's fun. I mean, already 5 laps down. Still a good amount of racing to go. It's going to become a one-groove racetrack, though. That top's going to slick off. That bottom's going to slick off. It's really just going to be the fastest way around a racetrack. That'll be the bottom. And I saw that in hot laps earlier today, Shane, that bottom, it really came in. I think once we get to the end of this race, that's really going to be the way to go.
I'm going to keep you up for that word, Kelan, and see what could happen.
That's what I'm going to predict. I think that bottom's really going to start coming in, but I think for now, maybe throughout the week the bottom will come in. Maybe not tonight. There might not be enough laps to really get that top slicked off too much to where the bottom comes in, but it'll definitely transition throughout the week, and it'll be fun to watch what happens. As it'll be Meadows and Gray leading us to the green field, and May, row 2, Forster, and Shane in row 3. Meadows leads us to the green flag back in the air, almost clipping the inside wall there. That was close. As Gray holds second, May to the outside of field for the 3rd position. He'll take that spot away, and to 3rd he goes as Gray throws a block on Andrew May. Not quite going to let him get to his inside there as caution's out again. And that'll force May to give up the 3rd position back to field because they did not complete a lap.
Woodhull in trouble there. The Ryland Gray counterpart. And the number 9 machine with some significant front end damage. He's already got some damage already, and not sure if possibly got some more on this wreck. Is pull that up momentarily. Kind of ran into the back of the 009 of Joshua Lokes, and then got clipped behind by somebody else. I believe it might have been Bo Krebs.
They continue to wreck there, and then they're going to come take the green flag. Cody Meadows again leading the pack as Brandon Stewart again in trouble. Not Brandon Stewart, Anthony Woodhull back in trouble.
Said it from the beginning, it's going to be a wild night, and that's what it's been for sure so far. But nothing crazy up front as Cody Meadows has been dominant all night long here, starting from qualifying, and he's been up front for everything he's been a part of. He continues to be your race leader here, as I believe it's a 1 to go. Yes, it is.
Going to be Cody Meadows leading us to the green as Woodhull gets the 1 out of 3 that time around. Rylan Gray in 2nd. Tyler Field gets the 3rd spot, and Andrew May, I guarantee you he was not happy about that because he had that spot but did not complete the lap. Stacked him up there. Aiden Borsker in 5th. Colin Shane 6th. Nolan Cooper, Joshua Laux, Anthony Woodhull, Cam Martin right out the top 10. Green flag coming back in the air for Cody Meadows, and we are back underway here from the Volusia Speedway Park as again they get close to danger there with the inside fence as you see Gray head to the top of the racetrack, Tyler Field to the bottom, but Gray powers off there. He's going to run a bit of a slider line there, get close to Meadows, and
wow.
He's dancing with danger right there. That is incredible how close they get in these little tiny sprint cars.
And Meadows reacts to that as he runs it down to the bottom here. We'll see what he'll do going into turn number 3. Looks like right against that bottom once again here, but he's got a charging Rylan Gray, the pro, coming right behind him, but caution once again out.
Goodness, I don't think you noticed how close Meadows was to absolutely hitting Bo Krebs right there. Tyler No and Bo Krebs got together.
I did not know.
That was so close to Meadows right there.
New pair of underwear for the #1 car needed.
For real. We need to watch his cockpit cam when this happened. But there you see Noah and Krebs got together right there, and then Krebs got off the fence.
And here comes Meadows, right? Yeah, here comes.
Krebs got a toe there in that situation.
Boy. Yeah, well, let's get a view of that.
We get a view here on the cockpit.
And he reacted perfectly.
Did a great job staying off of him. As they get ready to go back.
I believe one more time around. Not quite yet, Kelan.
No, sorry. I got excited. Well, Meadows has been in control so far. Rylan Gray, I think he's the faster car, but he needs some laps under his belt to get up there and race with it. These guys struggling to keep their car straight. Again, this track really slick tonight, so maybe the track does play a factor, but maybe tomorrow night have a bit of a different track state. It'll be interesting to see what that show produces.
Your guy, Kelan Tyler Feel, holding it strong in that 3rd spot. As well as Andrew May. I feel like he's kind of in the same boat. Rylan Gray, faster, but just can't get any laps in.
Hopefully he does get them here. So we'll see what these guys can do. Meadows going to lead them to the green flag back in the air, back underway here from Volusia. Meadows leads as Gray goes to the top of the racetrack. Tyler Feel on the bottom. You see everybody but Gray on the bottom, and Gray powers off, and he is getting to the top of the racetrack. You see Meadows, he's faster taking that slider line, but Gray is just moving so quickly around the top of that racetrack. When this track gets blown off, he is so much faster in some of this other competition. You see Gray hop the cushion a little bit there. Feel reeling him in as Meadows continues to lead.
Cody Meadows, race leader, is calling Shane. Big power move around the inside with the slider around the Season 2 champ of Andrew May. As May's got his teammate Aiden Forster right there behind him, Colton Coe and Nolan Cooper all there. That big bunch rounding out your top 8.
Yeah, it's a big bunch of them there. You see Cam Martin kind of the separation back there in 9th as the caution's out again.
Familiar sight here as one of those drivers, Nolan Cooper, in trouble.
24 in trouble as the caution's out again.
Looks like our friend's back too.
The caution? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that too. I'll take care of that momentarily.
Yeah, why is...
They just love sprint car racing. Who doesn't? Here's Cooper. Just caught the fence too much, and around that 24 car goes. Oh, he actually tumbled. But he'll pull it onto pit lane and result in the end of his night.
Meadows still in control here. Rylan Gray in 2nd as they kind of evened out that last run. They got 2 or 3 laps down right there, but they didn't really, you know, track hasn't quite slicked up enough for Gray to reel them in. But I feel like Gray, more laps go down, he's going to be a bit faster. We'll see though.
I feel like got to weed out some of these drivers here and finally get some green flag racing once we hit about the halfway mark here in a couple laps. And definitely know a lot of these guys up front not too happy with this, and they just want to get some green flag racing under their belts and keep the racing going.
That's how I would be in a scenario too. I want this this track, you know. Hey, I want some green flag racing. So we'll see what happens here. Meadows and Gray gonna lead us. Seeing what they can do. Feel and Shane run 3rd and 4th. Andrew May slipped back to 5th on that last little bit of run. Barney gonna wave the green. Back underway here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Meadows shoots down in front of Rylan Gray. Tyler Field and Kelan Shane battle out there for the 3rd position. Rylan Gray powering back off the top and holding down that 2nd position. Meadows got really sideways. And here comes Gray to the inside. Take the top spot away. Rylan Gray to the race lead, but Meadows going to cross him back over. He's going to take a shot down here in the 1 halfway home in Volusia.
Gray still pouncing on that race leader, the number 1 car. It's his time to shine. The shooting star to the race lead. Here he clears Meadows once again as one driver goes flipping behind him. I believe that's Kelan Shane.
Shane in trouble as Rylan Gray takes the race lead away at the line. As they wreck back there. Kelan Shane, you said, was the guy in trouble right there, so we're going to look here at the Dirt Track USA replay.
He's right behind our race leaders. As Tyler Field was right into his inside, but no part of that Field had, and Shane just caught the cushion too much and up and around that car goes.
87 was having a good run up there in the top 3 of the pack. So now Rylan Gray, halfway home, has taken a race lead away, so that 06, he's pretty quick. And
on board with Shane.
just topped the cushion, got over the fence.
Yikes.
That track is really slicked off. It's crazy.
Definitely believe the admins will take a look at it after tonight and adjust for tomorrow's race.
Yeah, the common consensus from some of the guys that they talked to when they set the session up was that they like the track carried over throughout the night, but of course with the excess of race cars here tonight, it really did add to the track being ruined out there. So the track's kind of tore up, and it's showing to some of these guys a little further back trying to maintain their ground. Rylan Gray in the race lead, a 7-time winner in the 410 series. In the Quicktime iRacing League, he sits tied for 2nd all time with 9 wins, 2 in the late model, 7 in the sprints. That's tied with Andrew May, who also has 9, all coming in sprint car there. Green flag back in the air. Rylan Gray gets a nice jump as you see Meadows again flirting with danger with that inside tire barrier there as Meadows slips away from Gray. Gray is gone by a mile as the focus now on the battle for 2nd, and a little further back as Andrew May takes 4th away. Caution out again.
One driver in trouble. Oh, there it is. Mason Sweet once again. That car is around. I guess he got it flipped over last time. Let's see, doesn't look like he'll be able to do it this time. They look to sort this thing out once again. You see the 56 car of Sweet here. It's coming to the green flag. Yep, too slick. Got on the gas too heavy and flipped over that 56 machine. Talked about those conditions.
I really don't understand what there's to gain with some of these guys. I mean, they're 2 laps down from previous incidents, and I'd get if they were still on the lead lap racing out there, but I don't think they should be out there on the racetrack if they're lapped.
Field starts to dwindle down here. I believe it's only 14 or 15 cars left of our 20-car field.
Yep, 15. Is there some wrecked race cars out there? As there you see Stewart pulling off, got the word as he was 2 down that he needs to go back. So
his night will be over as Tyler No in the 14th spot. It's your last driver he left out on the racetrack. We saw No last season with a pretty good year and looks to improve there.
sitting back there in 14th here.
Yeah, flip to the other side of the field here is Rylan Gray will lead him to the green flag once again.
Green.
Back underway.
Car to beat, that's for sure. Is I don't know if anybody can catch him unless maybe Andrew May or Tyler Field got some track position around Cody Meadows, but there you see Meadows holding down a 2nd position, having some nice speed back there. Forster and Co, former teammates, Battle for the 5th position back there. You see Cam Martin in that white car back there in 7th. They all take battles and shots here. Forster and Co. still side by side.
Yeah, Meadows looked to the inside of Ryland Gray, but Gray just got that run off on the high side as expected as Meadows caught the fence there coming out of 4, and you could tell he's pushing it for sure to get around Ryland Gray for the race lead. But he falls back into the clutches of Tyler Field in that 3rd spot.
Yeah, and I think if I'm Meadows here, Gray got past me. He was faster, fair and square. Unless my car comes alive, I'm going to settle for 2nd here. I'll take what I can get in the season opener, especially going for $40 on Thursday night. So his goal, I think if I was him, I'd just take what I can get and try to defend my position from Tyler Field. As you see Ryland Gray continuing to run good lap times. That time he was 2/10 faster than the 1.
Major margin between these two drivers here, and we talked about it with all these cautions breaking it up. We knew Ryland Gray was fast, but not this fast here as we finally get some green flag laps in, hopefully to not jinx it, but really tacky, or not tacky, but tough track so far, and you see even our leaders having some trouble with it.
You see Meadows, he continues to bounce off the fence. Tyler Field faster, but getting around him's a whole different story. As you see there, he drops to the bottom, and he'll take that 2nd spot away. Meadows going to come back with a crossover, side by side for the 2nd position. Field going to clear him down into 1, but Meadows, big slider, and really slowed down center of the corner as a huge crossover. That was a major slider as Tyler Field takes the 2nd spot away, but Ryland Gray ahead by 1.3 seconds.
That should be the end of the battle, but Cody Meadows not giving up here, and that should do it there for the 2nd spot for right now. It's Tyler Field beating out Cody Meadows. Ryland Gray still leading Andrew May there in 4th. Battle for the 5th spot between Cam Martin and Forster, as well as Colton Coe.
Yeah, Forster continuing to work to the outside of that 04. Colton Coe on the bottom of the racetrack. These guys have kind of held their ground. This for a top 5 position. Cam Martin moving through the field. Colton Coe, who made it in from the B main, Bitts in the 7th position, holding down the hard charter position right now. Cam Martin slides into the 5th spot as it's all Ryland Gray out front, coming to 3 to go. When you qualify for the iRacing Pro Series, you know you're a pretty good driver, and Gray has proven that week in, week out, driving his midget in real life and getting some wins under his belt in that thing. A very nice guy when you get a chance to talk to him, and qualified for the iRacing Pro Series, so you know he's pretty good at what he does. And just here in Quicktime last season, made 14 starts and picked up 7 wins, and he's continuing to add to that tonight. Not going to be here tomorrow, of course, making his pro debut. We wish him the best of luck in that, and the caution is out.
Oh boy, Cam Martin in trouble.
Aiden Forster, I believe, also.
And we were going through these accolades there, and spoke too soon. This race might not be over.
Might not be over. Is that? That's crazy. We were going through it, going through the routine. Ryland Gray, he's good at what he does, trying to win, and caution comes out.
Ryder says he's get the white flag too.
Fortunate.
Really is. So you see.
Get a dirt track USA replay. These two they're battling for a top 5 position here. You see Martin, he's in front of Forster. Looks like Forster ran through the back of him. Need a better angle of that one, really, saw what happened there, but
it's hard to tell, and
catch fence a little bit in the way.
Got some time to kill. On board with the 20 car. Kind of a late decision by, I feel like that's more of a racing incident because it was a late decision there by Martin.
Yeah, Martin got real hard in the slick right there, and his car got real sideways, and kind of shook them up. 04 got sideways in the slick right in front of the 20, and nowhere for the 20 to really go. So that will end their 2 nights. As it's all Ryland Gray out front. How about that?
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Ryland Gray gonna lead him to the green here. Never mind. Gonna be 2 to green here, and then he'll go 1 to green. As Ryland Gray gonna sitting back in that lap car. But Tyler Field, how about his debut? Good night for him. Made it in the dash, finished second in the dash, won his heat, and he's trying to get out there and try to win his debut. Remember last season we came to these Florida Nats and it was Cameron Smith who won his debut race.
Definitely don't want to. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying Gray's trying to hang on. We'll see what he can do. This Field trying to steal a debut from him. We'll see. Green flag in the air. It's a one-lap shootout from Volusia. Tyler Field trying to reel him in, and he got to the inside there. Gray got a little high on entry, but he's going to power off the corner and lead Field down into the final corner as Rylan Gray is going to pick up 3 in a row in the sprint cars. He starts the season off with a victory and wins the Gator Nationals Night 1. Tyler Field barely edges out Cody Meadows for second. Andrew May in fourth, and Colton Coe from 20th to 5th. Rylan Gray getting the win done tonight. As now that makes it 4 of the last 5 sprint car races he has finished off, along with a three-peat. Swept the World Finals in August, and now he's back in victory lane here in Volusia. As it's a dub for Rylan Gray. What more can you say about that guy, Shane? He's fast.
He's bad fast, and you know he's going to look to prove himself even more on a higher level tomorrow on the iRacing service against all the other pros competing.
I'm excited for that. I think he's gonna represent well. He's a great guy, great driver. Looking forward to talking to him after this, but he's too worried about his burnout. Won't come join us. Come on, buddy. We're with our race winner tonight, Rylan Gray, who picks up 4 of the last 5 sprint car races and now 3 in a row for the 06 of Rylan Gray. Gonna get word with him here shortly. He's pretty fast. I mean, I'll give him that, and that win right there will catapult him to now. He's now tied with Aiden Kirker for 3rd on the wins list in the 410 series, and it puts him 2nd on the all-time win list. Hey, Rylan, it's Kelan Belsha. You got us.
Yeah, hello.
Howdy. Well, how about that run? Got up there to the lead, and you never looked back. You were fast, you were dominant, and you proved why you're one of the best in this league, if not the best, as you pick up your, let's see, that should be your 8th sprint car win, tying you for 3rd all-time with Mr. Aiden Kirker. So how about that? Take us through it. You had a dominant run.
You know, this isn't my favorite track out of the bunch, and I've been having to practice it for the past 2 weeks now for the Pro Series, and I came into this race just to help my 2 teammates that are still new to the game, just making them get better. I know one of them finished 8th, but one other got bad luck tonight, unfortunately. But I'm really good at figuring out where the line is on the tracks in these. Hopefully this is what the track is for tomorrow in Pro, because I'll be very quick, I feel like.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. I mean, making your debut in that series tomorrow, and another win here. You've now won 3 straight in the sprint cars, and now you look to catapult your momentum into the Pro Series tomorrow. Hopefully we see you Thursday, and maybe that'll be how that goes. You got to thank, buddy?
Just SSR, Tommy, Brandon for taking the team ownership this week. He's been helping me a lot, and Tommy for helping me get my iRacing fixed. It's been broken the past few weeks, and he finally got it fixed for me just for tonight. And I guess just all my other sponsors, Gray Auto, Personal Evolution Company, St. Jude's, Whiskey Over TV, everybody that's on the car.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Rylan, and look forward to seeing you out there tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Rylan Gray, winner tonight, as we get our 2nd place finisher who made his debut tonight, Tyler Field in the 0.
You're right about that, Kelan. In his debut, Tyler Field joining us here in the broadcast booth. Tyler, you got us?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Great first race for you here in the series. You almost stole it from Rylan Gray right at the end there, and I know the race was kind of choppy in portions with a lot of cautions towards the end, but what were you thinking heading into that 1-lap attempt there at the end?
Not to put it into the fence. I have a bad habit of doing something like that, so I just wanted to make sure that I kept it clean. He got a run into the corner, and it looked like he kind of got into the fence a little bit, and I had to run through the middle, and I definitely wasn't good there on 1 and 2, so I didn't. I figured I wasn't going to get a shot at him after that, but it was a good race.
I agree. It was a fantastic race for you, and honestly, I thought it was going to be a great battle to the line when I saw you coming in to his inside there, coming at the white flag. But other than that, like I said, your debut here in the race, I know, or in this series, I know the racing wasn't the best, but are you looking forward to the rest of the season and some races coming up?
Yeah, I'm only going to be able to do Sundays due to my work schedule, but that was a lot of fun, and I hopefully plan on making every race.
Yeah, hopefully we could see that 00 out there on the racetrack some more. We loved watching you wheel that thing, but anybody you want to thank here tonight for your second place performance?
Yeah, just all my PA Posse guys for putting me under this league and letting me know that it's going on. All the guys that put on this league. Paul Balfour Racing, the team that I'm on. I mean, he's always helped me out since day one. It's just awesome to have good people around you.
Perfect. Well, Tyler, thank you for joining us, and unfortunately, I'll miss you tomorrow, but congrats on the second place finish here tonight.
Thanks, guys.
That was your second place finisher, Tyler Field, and welcome to the series of very classy drivers. We'll now move to our third guy, Cody Meadows.
Cody, it's Kelan on the beast. You got us.
Yes, sir.
Well, you swept everything but the feature, and you picked up a top 3 for your Gator Nationals start this season. A good start to the season, much better than you started the season last year, that's for sure. Well, take us through your night. I mean, you got up there, you got a good lap in qualifying, dominated your heat, dominated the dash, and you led the opening portion of this race, but that 06, he was just too fast. What more could you have done to get that 06?
Probably pull my wing a lot more further back than I did. And to be honest, the track was slicking it off pretty quickly. I mean, I enjoy that track state. I wish another thing, I wish the cautions wouldn't have been so bad. I mean, that one segment where it was just me and Rylan throwing slider after slider, that was the most fun I've had in a hot minute. But really, he got around me, and then I was trying to figure out to get back around him, and then the 00 got around me, and I was like, well, I gotta make something up. And then that lovely caution on the final lap threw a curveball, and I swear I inched the 00 for a second, but I went back and looked, and it was literally like an inch or two of the front winging. So you can't win them all, but a podium's still nice.
Yeah, podium for sure. I mean, you had a great night. I mean, much better, like I said, much better than you started the season last year. But another top 3 tonight. You got me, I think.
Ryan Billy Racing for sure. I mean, taking me under his wing when AOD crapped the bucket. T46 Graphics, Saints of Speed, Captron Media, RKM Setup Shop. I mean, those guys are on board. And you guys for coming out again, broadcasting and starting up season 3 of these awesome machines. It's always been fun. That pretty much sums it up.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Cody, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
And for Kelan, have a good one.
You too. Cody Meadows, third place finisher tonight, and now finally our hard charger tonight, number 28 of Colton Co.
Colton Co, Shane DiMantova at the broadcast booth. You got us, man?
Yep.
All right, man. Going out there and silencing the haters, 5th here tonight after, man, a little bit of alphabet soup you got going on there, and here you are through the madness, 5th place. How does it feel?
I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't deserve it. I took not too many risks during that race, but not taking risks is just taking it safe, and you get up many positions. But we'll take it. It's another hard charger. I'm racking them up, seems like, so pretty happy with that.
I'd be pretty happy too, and it seems like you've been up front all night long, and especially in your heat races and, like I said, in those alphabet races. But overall, great to see you return here to the series and have another great performance. But looking forward to the rest of the season. I know that you definitely got to have one event circled for sure.
Well, I wasn't really really sure if I was running a night till about 2 hours ago, so or 2 hours before the session opened. But I haven't really had a chance to look at the schedule. I'll take a look at it. We'll see what I think will suit me best. This new tire model seems to fit my driving style pretty well, so we'll give it a go, especially after the pretty wild sprint car off season that I had. We're gonna keep digging and see if we can get further up the field.
Digging for sure. We noticed you working hard out there tonight, but anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, so I'd like to thank T46 Graphics for the paint scheme. I'd like to thank Co-Heating and Air Conditioning. I'd like to thank my dad for supplying me with iRacing and supplying me with all the tracks and stuff. And that's really it. Oh, also, I'd also like to thank Andrew May. That sounds a little weird, but I'd like to thank Andrew May for really showing me what sprint cars are like and how to drive them, what they can do. So I'd just like to thank him for giving me a pretty good start into sprint cars.
Very well put there, Colton. Learned from one of the best, that's for sure. But hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow night, and we thank you for joining us.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
That was your hard charger, Colton Coe. Ended up finishing 5th on the night after, like I mentioned, I believe he started in the C-Main and finished 5th. That's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big gain for him. Of course, made it through the B main and was the last guy in, so a good night for him for sure, but an even better night for Rylan Gray, who picks up another win, and seems like the accolades keep on coming. I mean, that's his 4th win in the last 5 sprint car races, and I know we have to go back a little bit further to catch up with that, but that's 3 straight when he swept the World Finals, and he's going to get the jump on the Gator Nationals. Unfortunately, not being able to make it tomorrow will put a dent in that and will take him out of Nationals contention, as he got to make all 3 to really have a shot at it, but he definitely showed up tonight and showed his presence, and he may be the first guy ever, if he makes enough races, to get up there and contend for a championship while not making every race.
I 100% agree, and we only saw May, I believe, miss 1 race last season.
Yeah, he was consistent. Cody, 2nd place finisher, he only missed a few, so I mean, he really got to show up to be there, and it's awesome. These guys come out, they support us, and it's awesome to have over 90 people registered to come out here and race. It's awesome what they got to do to show up. Doesn't pay the bills, but I mean, they do it for fun. It's awesome. I love seeing these guys out here, as this was the Volusia Speedway Park at Barberville, Florida. On behalf on all of our great partners and sponsors for A&B Outdoors: Advantage Direct, Krebs Designs, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Track USA, Exo Consulting, Iceman Designs, K1 Racing here, McDonald's of Waynesville, North Carolina, and Shane DiMantova Designs. It's myself, Kelan Belsha, joined alongside by my friend Shane DiMantova. Thank you guys for joining us for tonight's season opener of the A&B Outdoors Gator Nationals and the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series. This was just race 1 of 25. There is much more madness to come, especially tomorrow night in night 2 of the Gator Nationals. We thank you guys for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night.